is the Fitrah? The Fitrah is this. When Allah created Adam, after he created him, he blew his soul in him. And after Allah blew Adam's soul into him, Allah then ran his hand across the back of Adam. And then all the souls of humanity appeared. That means my soul, your soul, your children, your great, every human being that would be created until the end of time, all of our souls appeared. And then Allah gathered all those souls on Mount Arafat. That's why Arafat is so important. Everything. He gathered those souls on Mount Arafat. And then he had all the souls of humanity testify. La ilaha illallah. There's only one creator, and that creator is him. And he's the only one worthy of worship. Every soul, all of us, our souls testify to that. And then Allah took the souls and put them wherever he has them now. They're with Allah in a place that only he knows. So though all of the souls of us and any other human are kept up there with Allah. When a human being, when a woman gets pregnant, Allah then will pick a soul and tell the angels, blow that soul into that human being's fetus. So the angels obey Allah. You hear how I'm describing it? Y'all see the details I'm going into, Precious and everybody else? This is the Fitrah. I'm telling you about the Fitrah. So the angel will blow whatever soul Allah tells it to blow into that fetus. And then the angels assigned to the woman's womb will take care of that soul. Okay? Once the soul is blown into the fetus of the woman, that little light that was in the soul, Anissa, it attaches to the heart. Everybody got it? So the little bit of light, that was the Fitrah, that little bit of light in the soul that recognized, that testified to La ilaha illallah. It is now attached to the fetus's heart. That is why abortion is haram too for us Muslims. You're killing someone. You're killing a soul. Okay? And so then, if Allah allows that fetus to grow, the woman gives birth. The child comes out. The soul is within that body, and the soul is curious. It's like, wait a minute, what is this? What are these things? Fingers. What is this? Eyes. Because remember, the soul was kept up there with Allah. It didn't have a body. The soul is not a body. It's just an energy within us. But now it comes in the world innocent, totally dependent on its parents, totally dependent on Allah, wondering, what is these things? What is this? A mouth, a nose, eyes. The Fitrah that was in that soul is now in the heart. So that's why Allah says the human soul is criminal by nature, because once that soul is attached to a fetus, the Fitrah that was in it is moved to the heart. So the soul is just left on its own, curious, attracted to everything that's bad, attracted to everything that's dirty, because no sex where it came from, no drugs where it came from. It's been kept all these decades and centuries in the presence of Allah. So it's curious about everything around it. And the fitrah is in the heart. Everybody understand that? So the child grows up. The parents teach it. The heart is attracted to what's good and clean, because that's where that fitrah is. Whereas the soul is attracted to what's bad and dirty. That's why children are curious. We want to taste it. I want to touch it. I got to feel it. And then when the child reaches the age of puberty, Allah assigns a jinn to it. And Allah assigns an angel to it. And those two entities are in the heart. The angel works with the fitrah to encourage you to do the things that are good, to do the things that are clean. But your jinn works with your soul, telling you to give in to what's bad and dirty. That's why y'all can't let them dreadlocks go. You know it's haram. I gave you the evidence. You still won't let them go because you're attracted to what's bad for you, what's dirty, what's ugly. Even though in your heart, you know it's wrong. In your heart, you know them dreadlocks stink. In your heart, you know darn well you are not taking them loose and combing them out. The prophet said, comb through your hair. You cannot comb through a dreadlock. If you comb through it, it wouldn't lock up. So your heart is telling you, that sister telling you the truth. That's your fitrah. The fitrah recognize the truth. The fitrah recognize what's good. The fitrah recognizes what's clean. But that human soul, that soul usually has more power. And that's what we talked about. Allah says the only people that can overcome that soul and its criminology are those of us who are strong in our belief in Allah, and those of us who put him first and foremost. And most Muslims don't do that. That's why it's going to be more people in hell than paradise. That's why the prophet said, out of every 1,000 people you know, 999 of them are going to be in hell. Because most of us don't truly believe in Allah. And because we lack that, we cannot overcome that curiosity and desire of the soul. We ignore the fitrah. We ignore the fitrah. We don't follow our heart. We don't listen to our heart. We're too busy appeasing our soul. That's what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us. That's the answer I want to get from y'all. How many times